Hello, and welcome to day 2 of the 3 Secrets to an Open-Ended Classroom email series. Today we are going to reveal secret number 2, but first let's recap on secret number 1. The first secret was that it was less stress, less work, and less money, depending on who you are. And now we're going to move on to secret number 2. But I'd like to share a little story with you again because, well, I like to tell stories. So let me tell you a little bit about how I got here, because this is how I discovered the secret all on my own. So yesterday I shared with you about how I went from a typical factory model teacher setting to the complete opposite by being in just one classroom. That classroom was not all what you see on Pinterest and Instagram. It was not super beautiful with everything matching and decor and all of these things, but it was still fabulous. It was literally just a room, like I said, with a couple of pieces of furniture, some white walls, and a place for the children to hang up their artwork. It did not matter what it looked like. What mattered was that there was space and time for the children to play. And not just play a little bit, like dive deep into play. And you know what? You can be that classroom for others and your students. And that is what I aim for every year. And that is what I'm going to share with you. I use everything that I have experienced and gained to just further my knowledge and share it with others, students, families, coworkers, and you. The joys of an open-ended, child-led learning through play. The more I worked and the more I read and shifted every single year led me to where I am now. I don't take anything home with me. I have space and time to be flexible in case things don't go right, and I have room to do what my kids want, which is so engaging and helps them forever remember what they learned. I still have parents and kids to this day that share things with me that they remember from pre-K, and they're young in pre-K. Of course, I'm sure they see pictures and things like that, but it sticks with them, and that's the important part. We are the brain architects, and I say we as in early childhood educators are the brain architects for these young learners that we have in our care. We are setting the foundation of later brain development in all academic learning, and we have to set that so that it is solid and ready to go. And the best way to do that is through play. Play helps me have space to work individually with kids and sets up real life-like experiences for the children to practice things and process things that they learn socially, emotionally, physically, and academically. It allows children to be in their more natural state, even in a contrived place like a classroom. The learning is authentic, which we cannot ask for more. Opening up to the children has allowed for joy on a daily basis, even on the hard days. You just see the joy on their faces and you can't help but smile too. We've created a place through play that allows children to feel honored, safe, and happy every single day. There is so much natural, authentic learning, which we all know is the best, and we all get it through play. So this leads me into secret number 2. I've already basically revealed it, but secret number 2 is it's all about the play. And I'm not talking just guided play, free play. I'm talking all of the play. Let's find the balance. So something you can do today. Can you just let the kids play instead of teaching letters directly? Can you find a fun, playful way to teach it instead of just sitting down and drilling it? Scavenger hunts and matching games with movement are basic, but they can be integrated and up-leveled and applied to any subject of learning. Can you ditch the worksheets for rocks with letters or magnetic letters or clothespin letters? For most of these ideas, all you need is the item and a Sharpie. Does it have to look fancy? Does it have to be perfectly laminated? Does it have to be on beautiful colored paper? Absolutely not. This was the point that I made earlier with the one classroom that changed my life that was just a room with white walls and some furniture and toys. One of my favorite things to do is just even writing letters or numbers on Post-its and having the kids hunt for a match or hunt for it just to recognize it. So many different ways. Just a Post-it and a Sharpie can turn into 4, 5, 6 different playful games. And then not only are they having playful games, they're moving around the room. They have hands-on learning activities, which all makes it stick in their brains just a little bit more. I've done all of these things before, including the last one, which was actually a last-minute game that I came up with, and the kids absolutely loved it, and I prepped it in 3 minutes. It was so much fun. There are so many ways to take away the worksheets and make things way more playful, and this is the place to start. Now, of course, all of the things that I just suggested were guided play, and there's absolutely a place for guided play in the classroom. But we want to make sure that we are balancing free play and guided play so that there is a lot of authentic, meaningful learning. Something else to try today. Can you just find a little bit more time for free play? Can you find an extra 10 minutes, even an extra 5? Can we just find more time for children to explore? If you have to place something academic into your free play time, can you put out an invitation that just invites children in to explore and learn and try something? Can we set out invitations that are themed? Say maybe you're learning about cats. Let's put out some cat toys or just a couple of cat stuffed animals or pieces of fur and things that cats use. That way the children then can take it and do what they want with it, but it is still themed with what you are learning. Play is the vehicle, and we have to find ways to incorporate more play, make things more about play and less about the academics. Children really need this social interaction to build that foundation. They need to know how to interact, how to ask questions, how to be with other kids, and they learn all of that naturally through play without even a lot of work from you. Maybe we have to step in and have a teaching moment. Maybe we sit down in a meeting for 5 minutes and practice ways to communicate with one another, and then they get to go do it during the play. So just remember that play is the vehicle. That is what we are here for. If you are open-ended and child-led, you can do all of that through play. Finding ways to integrate everything is actually the secret of play, because play is naturally integrated. It is naturally differentiated. It is naturally right there for all children to access. Do they get to access at multiple entry points? Absolutely, because they're all going to be on different levels. But play is the vehicle and play is the way. So now you know secret number 1 and secret number 2. Keep an eye on your inbox. You will be receiving secret number 3 tomorrow. Until then, see you later.